Okay, so this question, they've got a function that wants to take the derivative and then plug in 5 afterwards. So let's bring it on down. Here's the function. So the first step is to rewrite f of x with x's in the top. You don't want x's in the denominator. So, okay, so this will become f of x. How do you write it in the top? Can you just go, okay, just put it in the top? No, because that would not be the same, right? X squared in the top is not the same as x squared in the bottom. But what you do is you make it negative 2. Remember, negative powers are unhappy. They're negative. They want to jump to the other side and once go to the bottom, go right back to this. These are two ways of saying the same thing. X to the positive 2 in the bottom or negative 2 in the top. That would jump back down and go to the bottom. We like to rewrite it this way because it makes it easy now to do. I'm going to take the derivative, take f prime of x with the power rule. What's the power rule? That if you have y equals x to the n, that the derivative brings the n down and subtracts 1 from the power. So once you have it rewritten, you can do that. So f prime of x is bring it down, multiply it. Minus 2 times 3 is minus 6, and then subtract 1 from that, minus 3. That good there? Now, we're not done because they didn't just ask us for f prime of x. They said find f prime of 5. So now I've got to plug a 5 in for x. So I get minus 6, 5 to the minus 3. Now, what does that negative power do? It moves that whole thing down, and then the power becomes positive. Want to be comfortable with negative powers. They're going to come up a lot. So negative powers are unhappy where they're at. They want to jump to the other side of the fraction. If you have a negative power on the bottom, it'll jump to the top, then become positive. If you have a negative power on the top, it'll jump to the bottom and then become positive. After they jump, then they're happy. They're negative, unhappy where they're at. They want to jump to the other side, become positive. And so now we can simplify this. This is 5 to the third, which is, 5 times 5 times 5, 125. And so there's our final answer, minus 6 over 125. That indeed is what they said. So again, recapping, our first step is to rewrite it. We don't want x's in the denominator. We can't do the power rule when you have x's in the denominator. The power rule is only for x's on the top in the normal spot. So you got to move that up. That's x to the minus 2. That's just a rewrite. That's not a derivative yet. And then take the derivative. Now do the power rule. Bring this down, lower this by 1, and then plug in your 5, and then negative power jump to the bottom. And there we go.